Hi, let's talk about how much money do you need to start an account with. First off, I want to say the IRS, as of today, has a limit as to how much you can claim for a loss on your capital gains for your taxes, and that is $3,000. So if you put in $5,000 into an account and lose it, then the extra $2,000 that you lost will have to be carried over to the next year's taxes. So do you put in $3,000 and play with that? Chances are that you are going to lose whatever it is you put in as a beginner trader because you're still learning. You have to learn momentum, volatility, price action, candles, candlestick patterns. You have to learn all of that stuff, and it takes practice. You don't learn it the first try. You might get lucky. You might have beginner's luck, but eventually you're going to get cocky and start losing it. I did that when I first started. I put in some money. I was making some huge wins. And then I got cocky and made some massive losses. And it's really humbling to say, okay, let's reset, get back to basics, and start over. So, in my opinion, that you should, anybody, including myself, if I were to start over right now, I would put in $200 to $500 into an account, get my consistency for profits and gains, get it consistent. I want to see if I'm trading 5 days a week, then I want to see maybe in the beginning 3 days of profit and maybe 2 losses. And then the next week, I want to bring those losses down and really focus on creating those stop losses where you're not chasing a falling knife. You don't want to say, oh, I know it's going to turn around. I know it's going to turn around, and just wait until your account is completely done and you have nothing left to play with. So those things are going to happen. And so, like I said, I would put in $200 to $500, work with that. And then as I get better, then I can add in more. And if it needs to, you might be able to grow it from there. I've definitely done that. 2 years ago, beginning of June, I did a small account challenge where we put in $200, and by November, we brought that up to $58,000. So it was huge, but we were very consistent, and we didn't take massive risks. So we did have a few losses in there, but we never had to add anything to our account to cover any losses, which is what you want to do. You want to be able to not have to add that money back in, and it's a huge loss. You just don't want those. But consistency and learning, and if you keep it simple, I found that if you try and make it complicated, it's just too damn hard. So keep it simple, learn your candles, your chart patterns, your momentum, your support and resistance. That's where everything's going to bounce. So you have to understand how to get those trend lines and support and resistance. And there are so many technical indicators when you use TradingView that will do all that for you. And you just have to watch it, see what's happening at those support lines. But as far as trading today, I did do 26% on the account. It was tough because I got in, price moved so fast that I missed my exit. And, honestly, I tried to push it for more than I actually needed to get today, where I wanted to get. And I saw it moving fast. So I was like, I can push this. I can gain some more. Well, I missed my exit when it bounced back. And so I had to average down a little later in the day just to make sure that I got out where I needed to get out. I got out a little more than I wanted, or more than I wanted. I shouldn't say that. My goal for today was 20% of the account. I did 26, which was really good. I feel good about it. However, 1 o'clock, that was a long day. It takes a lot out of you mentally, and especially depending on what time frame you work off of. There are so many time frames, and we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. We'll talk about the time frames and which one's best for what type of movement that's happening in the market. All right, have a good day. Good luck trading.